केशव हे माधव हे गोविन्द रक्ष रक्ष पाहि पाहि परमानन्दा.
Those who forget that they are part and parcel of Krishna, they are maintained by Krishna, they are protected by Krishna. Those who do not live for Krishna, then they are mercilessly beaten by Maya, the three modes of material nature. The richness of three modes of material nature is the experience of asat, all fake things, mind mappings, illusory illusions in the head. Asat, achit, full of ignorance, not seeing things as they are, and Nirananda. Where there is no Ananda, we think there is Ananda. We think Jada Ananda, the pleasure that we get from material body, material senses is pleasure, we think. So we get trapped. The living entities get liberated from this trap the moment they surrender to Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada gives us the experience of Satta Chitta Ananda, opposite of what we described. Our mind becomes free from illusion. Our heart shines with transcendental knowledge of spirit world, and the dead nature of material energy. All this Chitta energy from the spiritual world flows into the heart through the spiritual master. And Ananda, real Ananda of the soul, is a pleasure of the joy and love of Krishna. Love of Krishna and joy of serving Him. This is the soul's original pleasure. Jadananda that we experience, or material pleasure that we experience here, is not that of the soul. The soul is dormant, sleeping. So the spiritual master transmits transcendental sound through Bhaktivedanta purports. Literary incarnations like Vyasadeva, they have transmitted the transcendental knowledge from the spiritual world by association with that sound, with association with the devotees who speak about these transcendental truths, the pastimes of the Lord when He was here on this earth. So here it is said, Satam prasangam mama virya samvido, of pure devotees, prasangat, through the association, my wonderful activities, those who discuss, bhavanti, become, hritkarna rasayanaha, their heart tastes, rasayana, hrit, karna, ears and the heart, they taste, rasayana. And what is the result of that? Very interesting. Hritkarna rasayana, as you go on hearing Srila Prabhupada's lectures, as you go on reading the Bhaktivedanta purports, as you go on reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, they're very important. If your head is, there's no content of these things in your head, you don't send this content into your heart, into your mind, there's no question of making advancement in spiritual life. Let's say somebody doesn't read Prabhupada's books, only do, okay, my service, my service, my service. Service is a dovetailing. Rather, if you don't hear and if you don't send Krishna inside at least 5 hours every day, this is a program of Prabhupada. 5-6 hours you send Krishna inside directly. At that time, there is no question of thinking of I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to do that. No. You got rest of the hours for that. From 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you got time. Postpone it. That's a dovetailing devotional service. This is a direct devotional service. So one has to understand, one is the horse, other is the cart. If you don't strengthen don't feed the horse, simply polish the cart, what is the use? Rather, if you do not have a strong 5 hours satam prasangam, the preaching that we do, all the organization work that we do, will deposit false ego, will deposit in us exactly opposite of what we want to establish. What, through dovetailing devotional service, through organizational work, what do we want? We want to train our mind to be the servant of the Lord, servant of the servant of the Lord. This is a training. It is not that we are any achievers, doers. We are servants, getting an opportunity to purify our heart. Mercifully, Krishna gives us devotional service. preaching devotional service. Prabhupada has given us an opportunity. So even 5 hours, if we don't absorb ourselves in directly sending Krishna inside our ears, Rit Karna Rasayana, or at least 2 hours of very serious japa. Krishna Nama is Krishna himself. If Krishna Nama does not go, if you don't hear the Krishna Nama, Krishna Katha begins with Krishna Nama. Name, form, qualities, leelas. So it starts with Nama, glories of the Nama. So we have to hear the glories of the Nama. We have to hear the glories of Krishna's qualities. It says, Mama Virya, wonderful activities. We have the glories of leelas. Everything is glorious about Krishna.